All right, let's keep it going. This is another thing I would improve, or actually, basically you're doing this, right? So you're kind of expecting them to come from here, but you can't see them. And then when you come in here, now you're surprised by what you're seeing, right? The BP already blasted past you, and you're looking at this. But if you were from the start, if you were already right here, kind of like being ready to go, and then you can duck and cover behind the card, you could get somewhere else for cover. You have more of a vision on like who's doing what and who you might be able to protect or whatever. Then you could have been able to slam the BP as soon as you started dashing in. So this is another case where we have kind of a consistent problem with our initial position strategy. So that's something that we always want to think about. We never want to go like autopilot, basically the entire game. The game is like, that's how the game is. Like it's very, it's considered like high action, always doing something. So this is a critical time. They're about to come in right now. So we did clip him, I think, so it ended up working okay, but we weren't able to react and potentially get the save there. So we lost one, well, they lost their BP, doing damage. Nice getaway, taking lots of damage though, unfortunately, and yeah, nothing we can do after that. So potentially, again, our movement could have been better, because basically we were, yeah, and I see this now, so they actually, C9, they didn't protect the card, maybe it was too late anyway. So it ended up working in our favor, so there's another thing we can take, and be like, okay, we take it. It's an event that happened, and we benefit greatly from it. But yeah, you were vulnerable since you're in the direct line, so when you do the shift, you could have gone over here, could have gone somewhere else. And yeah, I think this person should have been able to save themselves, maybe? Yeah, like from that initial. Yeah. So this is another thing like people will get a lot better at when you go up the rank. Okay, no, she doesn't have it. I think this is it. So she didn't have it. Okay, never mind. Alright. Yep, we benefited huge from this, and in fact, they've only just now stopped the card. So this is a great place to be. We got 3 minutes on timer. But so far, we can be really happy with what's happening. Aim's a little all over the place there. We had the opportunity to be more accurate. Yeah, it's alright. I mean, you got your healer right behind you, and you're trying to support your healer going in here, but yeah, that's a tough thing to try to do, but this is good. Now we have our healing ultimate, so we can go in, try to get as many healer kills as possible. Kind of backing up a lot when you don't need to, and I suspect it might be partly because of playing on controller without like a high enough sensitivity. So we're kind of like trying to do this to make sure people stay in our vision rather than being able to ping, 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 ping. You know what I mean? Like that type of action. Because potentially we can miss out on a kill with this type of movement. It's just kind of what I'm thinking. So it's pretty common to get into the mix and make sure you're close and you're pressuring enemies directly like this. I don't know. This is a smaller thing in this situation. Obviously didn't really matter, but yeah. Nice, paid off. It's a little messy there with the double, with the healing ultimates going like that, but we came out on top. Now we got the cart. Again, going really well. So again, we're thinking about what's going to happen next, right? So we want to be proactive. We're like a sniper character. Good, good. Looks good. Yeah, we should have already seen this guy on the right, though. And so the movement was just a little bit off there. We're definitely getting into some details, but we're trying to rank up at this rank, yeah, for sure. So basically, the movement was slightly off, I think, because we just moved forward, which made us too vulnerable for a second. You know, it's kind of like, I don't know. I just didn't feel comfortable moving that far forward at that spot when we have like 4 enemies right in front of us. Something about it just kind of threw me off and I think he went to like half health or something. So it just needed to be a bit different where we're just more protected and we're ready to get behind cover, get healed. Because we can move forward like at the very start of it, but then we couldn't after that. That's just what I was thinking. Okay, that's interesting. Yeah, we'll just slow it down and watch how this went down. So first of all, I think we just want to go ahead and challenge this guy. We should have seen this guy. Make him get the fuck out of here. He's totally vulnerable. You know, once he takes a couple shots, he's gonna have to leave. So I don't know. I'm just kind of feeling like, yeah, like this is where things start to get a little bit dicey for me. Again, we're like in a full tank position, right? We're kind of playing like we want to hit this shot, but we can hit her from back here. You know what I mean? We don't need to be getting this close. So yeah, and then the damage started coming in. I mean, we could have easily died. And then we're getting stuck on the card. So that's another thing. Like, we should know 100%. I mean, the card's gonna go this way. We should know that this is our path out. We got another chance to see this guy. And he is shooting at us. I think he just hit us. So right now, so here's kind of the trouble. We didn't notice that we just got shot for half health. So we're starting from 160. And this is a massive thing to learn. This is a thing that I was still messing up as I was getting into higher rank. Or like GM or whatever. It's like, this guy's actually, he's dangerous. Like, this guy is something you do not want to be close to. I don't know if you spent much time being Doctor Strange, but he's got his ability, which will hit for, I think it's like half health or a little bit more than half health for a squishy, something like that. So that's kind of the big problem here. Is we just need to have the awareness when we're in this position. You know, we're already kind of close to him. And then we get so close to him, right? And most likely he uses that ability and kills us in a second. And we also didn't react to, because we can't really see the health bar necessarily, but we should be able to feel that damage. And we should feel in danger, and that should change our decision making of what we're going to do next. And we can't run up on this guy anyway. And we probably don't even need to get so close. If we want to use our ability, it's pretty long range, right? Our ultimate is pretty long range, right? So some comments about that. Yeah, so he uses that shit. Plus Thor is hitting you. That's 100% like our responsibility there. Multiple things happened at the start of this team fight. We could have done all this stuff better, and we would have been a key asset to the team. But instead, we're just kind of getting run over. We failed to deal with this guy. We risked our life for a second, making our healers focus us. So we're kind of wasting our healers' resources and focus. So that's a big part of the game as well. Just because we took damage and we got healed, that doesn't mean that's a success. The healers have finite resources, and also they have to focus on different things, right? So we don't want to be taking unnecessary damage, and we definitely don't want to be putting ourselves in unnecessary crisis situations, because then our healers have to deal with it, right? They have to work overtime, which can lead to somebody else's death because we're stealing all the focus. So that's another important thing to bring up. Because it was just unnecessary. A lot of stuff we did was unnecessary here. And then going into the Doctor Strange is like a knowledge check. We have to just know that it's too risky to get close to a Doctor Strange. And in general, we're again like doing some kind of crazy tank move. We're just getting way too close to these enemies. Oh wait, did I have it totally wrong? Oh no, I didn't. Okay, never mind. Because I see this guy's here now. But whatever. Okay, moving on. But again, we're getting like way too close, right? We don't want to push into multiple enemies, especially not like two tanks and shit, in order to try to line up our ultimate. You know, we're not a tank, we're a squishy. It's too dangerous. If we want to get closer and line up a certain shot, we're going to have to use a movement ability to jump into the position, and we still might die doing that as well. So it's kind of too risky when we have to have a successful team fight to have a good game. So a bunch of comments there, hopefully it's useful. So both the healers just got caught for that. And he used his ultimate, so that's actually good. I suppose we wouldn't know that from the spawn, but yeah, he kind of wasted his ultimate there, so he won't have that now. She's in risky position, so she actually could potentially get away. So that actually worked well. She got away, and she attracted all these enemies to be close. So this is good for us, because now so when we see this, it's good, right? Because the enemies are all strewn out. Yeah, like this guy's totally worth focusing. It's really good. We can be more confident with our aim here, 100%. This guy is super vulnerable. He's super isolated, basically. This is one of my favorite things, and it's definitely a key part of ranking up at this rank. Is there's a bunch of like brawl tanks and dive tanks and shit like that. When they overextend and we're the DPS, we just slam them. We get as many headshots as we can, and crucially, we hit every shot. So it seemed like we didn't really have that confidence. We're kind of like jumping around, and we start using our beam and stuff. I mean, you're a good aimer, right? You're killing a lot of players. So this is your chance to just destroy this guy and give us an excellent start to this team fight. So that could have been a kill there, 100%. Nice to challenge the back line. Sneak in a healer kill. Yep, just about worked. We did trigger the ultimate. Fantastic. Another great start. We're a little far forward right now for what's about to go down. So let's see what we did. Do we have an ultimate out now? What's happening? We got saved. That was a pretty vulnerable position, but we got saved. Wait, what? What just happened? You know what? I didn't even notice this ultimate was going down. What the hell? Oh, okay, so this is when the ultimate went off. Okay, my bad. I totally missed that. That's my bad. So we have the confidence of having this ultimate behind us. So we're doing great with positioning here. I might have missed other stuff through the rest of the game. I'm not sure I did. Nice, nice. Everything looks good. Looks good. We're a little wonky with the aim, realistically, because we're not playing like casually. We want to like play a good ranked game. So when we jump up in the air like this, we're not taking a break from the game, right? Our crosshair can still be focused, and we can still be like about to get a good shot. You know what I mean? Nice job going after the back line again. Unfortunate about that. Again, we got close to the Strange and we got hit by him, right? So let's review this and see if we really needed to get this close. So I think we're kind of brought in to get close because we want to kind of save this guy, but the reality is it's not going to happen. So us as the long-range DPS, what are we doing here? We're trying to use our beam again, so I think we learned that we just don't need to do it. For some reason, that's not that much damage. So yeah, we're kind of too close. So this is a big lesson. It's like even this close, we get hit by it. And that's the majority of our damage. We're extremely vulnerable right here. We're basically like that Thor from earlier, right? We're pushed up. We're not well enough supported. And yeah, it looks like our whole team is going down here. And yeah, this guy also does really good close range damage, right? He can do the follow-up shots. Alright. Didn't work out, but we gained some ult charge and stuff like that. Well, let's start up the next one. Looks like we're doing a portal. That's good. Nice. Great start. Great start. Yeah, so unnecessary healing ultimate, but this is the rank, and we're just gonna 100% go with it. We're gonna say good play and move on. You know what I mean? That's like always kind of my attitude of like it really just doesn't matter if something is suboptimal, right? So he heard that he's gonna do his. We have a portal coming. So we know that. Not bad. Try to focus that guy down. All right, nice. I think that's ours, right? Yeah, that's ours. We have our thing here. Nice, lining it up. Rethought it, that's fine. Doing good damage. Nice, so we can react to this. We heard that, right? We can react. So we actually doesn't need our help because it's just this. So maybe you knew that, I don't know. But in general, yeah, as the DPS, a lot of times we just want to be aware of that stuff and follow up on it. So this is what we see right now. Let's see what we do. We get hit by it, right? We are a super mobile character. We have the benefit of never getting hit by this. That's you know what I mean? We have to react. And we hear his voice line. We come to realize he's right there. Boom, we hit the shift. We get the fuck out of there. And we do as much damage as we can. And hopefully somebody else doesn't die. Everybody else doesn't die to it too. In this situation, it's too bad because this is pretty much the end of the game now, right? It's overtime. Because this person doesn't need to get hit by it. And also, who's our other one? This one? She also has a right click. She was literally right beside him and could have hit him with the right click, right? I think she must have used it earlier or some shit. I don't know. She just used like her fox form or something. So multiple opportunities to get it. So it's kind of just like a team diff, and there's nothing we can really do there. You know, Doctor Strange, you know, he's got one of those ultimates. That's how it happens in a lot of these games where it just fucking destroys everybody. But us personally, regardless of what, even if our team is going to get messed up by it anyway, we have to be the one that does the higher level thing. And there's no reason for us to ever get hit by that.